Have you ever really stopped to think about the words you use every day? I mean, really think about them? It turns out there's this kind of hidden structure to our language, a secret architecture, if you will, that shapes how we think and communicate. So let's explore this powerful framework together. So let's start with a really basic question. Are all words created equal? Is a word like and on the same level as a word like astute? Is run the same thing as consolidate? The simple answer? Absolutely not. Not even close.
The truth is, the words we use operate on three totally distinct levels, or tiers. And, understanding them is the key to unlocking way more powerful communication. We're not talking about just using big words for show, but about always choosing the right tool for the job.
Okay, let's start at the foundation, with the words we all know and use without even thinking twice about them. This is Tier 1. Tier 1 words are literally the bedrock of our language. They're the very first words we learn as kids, right? We just kind of absorb them, almost subconsciously, from our family and friends. You can think of them as the essential glue that holds all our sentences together.
What's so fascinating is just how effortless this tier is. I mean, think about it. You didn't need flashcards for words like sky, run, and, or sister. You just picked them up naturally. They became this essential toolkit for everyday conversation, the foundational building blocks for everything that comes next.
All right, now let's build on that foundation. The next level up is where communication becomes a much more conscious and deliberate act. Welcome to Tier 2. Tier 2 is really the language of school, of reading, of just growing up. We learn these words to express more specific ideas, to build an argument, or to describe something with a lot more detail. This is where our communication really starts to gain some depth and nuance.
We spend a lot of our formative years building this tier, and it requires active learning. Actually looking up definitions, understanding the context, and practicing how to use these words. Tier 2 words are like the bridge that connects the simplicity of everyday talk with the precision of expert language. It's what gives our thoughts real personality and purpose.
Okay, now for the top level. This is the pinnacle of communication. These are the power words. This is Tier 3. Now, Tier 3 words aren't just complex, they are incredibly efficient. They act as these powerful consolidators, packing a huge amount of meaning into a single term. Using them correctly means you can communicate really nuanced ideas with amazing clarity and, well, brevity. You can say more with less.
Words like astute, consolidate, or elusive. These are perfect examples. They are precise, they're potent, and when they're used correctly, they signal a deep understanding of your subject, which makes your argument so much more persuasive and your analysis way more insightful.
But, and this is a big but, there's a crucial warning here. Using a Tier 3 word without fully grasping its nuance can totally backfire. It can make you sound like a poser, someone who's just trying to seem smart. True mastery is using these powerful words both naturally and accurately. So here's the whole systematic glance. Just look at the progression. We go from learning things naturally, just through conversation, all the way to intentional study. Our language evolves from just basic talk to purposeful argument. And the result? Well, we move from simple communication to precise, potent, impactful expression. It's all right there.
So why does any of this matter in the real world? How can you actually take this knowledge and put it to work? This quote, it really says it all. The stakes are high. The right words, chosen from the right tier for the right audience, can literally open doors. And the wrong ones, they can slam them shut. Your vocabulary is an incredibly powerful tool in your personal and your professional life.
So how do you make this happen? Well, first, convey intelligence. Use that precise Tier 2 and Tier 3 language that really shows you understand your stuff. Second, succeed professionally. You've got to adopt the specific vocabulary of your field. It's a signal that you're an insider, that you belong. And finally, always communicate with impact by mastering the art of choosing the perfect words for your specific audience.
So as we wrap up, I'm going to leave you with this. Take a moment to think about your own communication. What tier do you typically operate in? And more importantly, where do you want to be? Because understanding this framework isn't just about words, it's the first step to consciously shaping how you engage with the world.